At 5, a new federal report now accuses Georgia's child welfare system of failures that have led to deaths and serious injuries.
And these findings of a year-long probe led by Georgia U.S. Senator Jon Ossoff do not hold back. Atlanta News First investigator Sierra Cummings joins us live at 5. And Sierra, this report mentions some of your investigations.
That's exactly right. It does. The U.S. Senate Subcommittee on Human Rights just publicly released this only an hour ago. This probe began back in February 2023. So federal lawmakers and experts spent more than a year of hearing testimony, obtaining records, reviewing our reporting. Here are the findings.
8 issues of concern with the Georgia Division of Family and Children's Services, or DFACS. The first one, the investigation validates reports of systemic failures to keep kids safe from physical and sexual abuse. Next, evidence shows mismanagement is a key contributor to child deaths and serious injuries, specifically citing Atlanta News First investigates reporting from last year about Ariel Jackson. The 4-year-old's mother is charged with murdering the toddler.
Hi.
We found the caseworkers and others seemingly overlooked red flags that the grandma repeatedly alerted to DFACS. Our months-long investigation highlighted staffing issues playing a role.
She literally told me, they were short-staffed.
The U.S. Senate subcommittee also claims emails, case reports, and testimony.
It made me feel like I was a human.
Proves DFACS fails to meet kids' mental and physical health needs, even adding leadership has been dismissive of alleged failures, that employees are afraid of retaliation. Lastly, the probe accuses DFACS of weakening independent oversight by now appointing members itself to review panels.
This report is 64 pages. It includes details from hundreds of interviews and state documents. DFACS takes issue with this final report, though. A spokesperson says, quote, Senator Ossoff's staff's obvious lack of subject matter expertise regarding complex child welfare issues. The subcommittee's report omits key context and ignores relevant data and takes great lengths to misrepresent DFACS actions, facts about various cases and outcomes for many children in state care. Their full response and the entire report on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. I'm Sierra Cummings. Atlanta News First investigates.